And hello and welcome. We are going to be playing the second league with this list. We played the first one, which you can find a link right below this stream. And no spoilers, no spoilers. Don't look at the results here. Look at the video. No, it was good. It was a fine league. Where are we? Carn White. Yeah, that's the one. All right, let's go. Yeah, we played against the same guy twice. One time on the same person, I want to say, twice. One time they were playing Blue White Stoneblade, and we 2-0 them, even though they Ashioked me on turn 3 and everything. And then we played against them again, and they were playing Mono Red Prowess, and we beat them again. It was hilarious. I'm pretty sure they hate me at this point. I assault on the thicket. I think it's cool. Yeah, it was fine. So this is a turn 3 Karn. Okay. Never mind. Not okay. Hey, that's something we can Vesuva. Gilded Goose. Say what? Okay. So we're gonna play field here because we're going to play steerings. Then we're gonna copy my opponent's Overgrown Tomb. We're gonna play AmuLIT. We're gonna copy my opponent's Overgrown Tomb, and then I'm gonna play steerings. Turn 2 Oko. Yeah, you get a tap for green, bro. There we go. Turn 2 Oko. It's a little bit annoying. Now my AmuLIT gets elked. Just like Jund with Oko. Steerings for another AmuLIT's fine. So this puts much more pressure on my opponent. I could have gotten explosives there, but if the one of explosives in my deck gets like discarded or anything, then that's actually kind of a big deal. And the explosives is not going to be relevant for a while now. So I wonder how my opponent's mana works. Like Blackcleave Cleaves and Oko in the same deck. The greed is real. just playing fast lands that do not cast your if fast land does not cast at all your 3 mana planeswalker. It's pretty absurd. Yep, I guess it's just like John with Oko. Like, just as stupid as that sounds. That's actually not bad because now we can play AmuLIT, play Simic. And we're gonna play Scout, and now my opponent needs removal spell plus Oko plus in here. Like, if I get to Titan, this game becomes very easy. So that's what I'm trying to make sure that I get to. Karn can also minus for Biting Needle and just name Oko. When is the PTQ today? It probably already was at this point, Chief, right? I don't even know. I'm not following that. But if you're not playing mono black, aggro, then you're just hurting your chances because that's the only deck that matters. So I assume they have K command here. It's super late today. Yeah, as I say, it doesn't really matter to me. What happened there? 2 damage. They did 2 damage to me. That's hilarious. All right, green. Play this thing. Play this thing. I assume that they just drew the K command. They're basically just trying to race me here. It's a food. Sure. Karn. So my opponent's going to be able to make a food, and then plus on the food, and attack the Karn for lethal. That's probably okay. Like if I draw any untapped source, I basically win immediately. Any untapped source just wins me the game because I start going wild with Field of the Dead. Yeah, so both of them are going to come at Karn. Oh, Ravini's getting frisky too? Yeah, there are the cards, so I guess Ravini's sending in there as well. The bad thing, I guess, is that if I don't draw an untap source, I'm actually in a lot of trouble here. I wonder if they don't attack the Karn. No, they're going to. Okay. Down to 8. Ugh. How long can a person whiff? And then we have 4 untapped. Immediately after, we have 4 untapped sources. Man, that's some serious bad beats right there. If we get Gemstone, we can pack for Asusa. Play Asusa. Play this. Play this. We're 1 land short. Yeah, that's kind of brutal. Yeah, we're just dead. We're just dead. Should have still settled on the board? Yeah, no. I also tried that. Not very good. Oh no, this is still lethal actually, because my opponent just pluses on the goose. Let's see if they see it. Yep. My opponent did not find a blue source besides this Gilded Goose. That is hilarious. It's in 2 hours. All right, sweet. Are you playing mono black, Chief? It's like the only thing that people can play, right? Mono black or Field of the Dead? Does my opponent not see the line here? What are we waiting for? Plus the Oko on the Goose, attack with Ravine and the 3. That's 9. However you slice it. Yeah, Mono Black learned my lesson, just played. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yep, my opponent totally missed it. Also, I should have bounced it. He was there. I made a mistake. I punted. I mean, it's not gonna matter. Like, my opponent probably has lethal here, but it doesn't matter. They just wanted to show me that they have a Chandra? Sure. Alright, so we want these. We want these. We want these. Do I want these? Real question. Do I want Chameleon Colossus against Oko Jund? I feel like I don't, right? Is that crazy? Like, this card is so bad against Oko. Just don't want to play the mirror 7 times. I mean, you are. Because people, that's the problem with these events. Like, people actually care about them, so the top decks are so heavily played compared to everything else. I think I'm gonna bring it in just to see what happens. But yeah, it's possible that I shouldn't. Seems like a fine hand. We need to find something good though. I mean, by something good, I only mean like really a green source. I guess Border's Garrison is okay because we're on the play. Like, we do have a green source. We have one green source. We need a second one, but like, we also need 2 more lands, so it's more likely for us to find a green source than another bounce land. And if it's a bounce land, the bounce land's going to be a green source. So hope that made sense. And I think I do play around Damp Sphere by playing Field of the Dead on turn 2. How is my opponent like so much lower in clock than I am? Can we play Vintage? I mean, we can. All you need to do is you need to donate $15 or more, and then we're gonna play any format that you want, Chief. I play one league and I'm hooked. Went 5-0. Nice. What did you play? Watery Grave. Turn 2 Oko again. This time is not gonna be as good. Turn 2 Oko on the play versus turn 2 Oko on the draw. Not as good. Someone donate for Vintage. I played some PO Brew that Cherry made. Nice. I mean, PO is a busted card, so it makes sense. So we probably Karn minus for Needle, Moko. I wonder what they take here. It's actually pretty interesting. They probably have to take the prime time. They take a Karn. Interesting. Baldi Azusa, that's fine. Minus some food. Plus some food, I guess. Ren and Ticks. Got a Giant. Plus some food. So he can't attack me. Pass the turn. If I find a green source, we win easily again. Same situation. And I think I even have time to go with a bounce land. Card out to 3. Seems like no bolt, but maybe they have like a K command or something. Catacombs. This is. I think I'm gonna minus for AmuLIT. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minusing for AmuLIT makes it so if I draw a bounce land or something, it allows me to Titan, and I can just win from there. Could also E for 3. I guess EE for 3 is better, never mind. Stupid Oko, man. The goose is loose. They have another Oko? Well, yeah. I guess that's what's up. Can I please find the green source? Please. Please, can I find the green source? So I can win this stupid game? Come on. This is frustrating. Ooh, now they drew a peat land. Oof. Oof. Now this run is a problem. Here goes Karn. Land, please. Finally. Holy crap. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was kind of insane. Almost got worried for a second there. Now this doesn't matter anymore. Get Lattice and then play Titan? How? Like, I get Lattice, my opponent attacks the Gilded Goose, I have a 6-mana artifact that doesn't do anything. You always want to think, like, it's not so clear cut, Arthur. You always want to plan your turns ahead. You cannot, like, autopilot with this deck, because you're going to do a lot of losing instead of winning. You need to make sure that you know what you're going to be doing, right? Like, if I had gone for Lattice, then I would have a 6-mana do nothing artifact in my hand. Because, like, that card was going to die because of the Gilded Goose or because of the Wren. Like, no, it doesn't matter how, but it was going to die. Is my opponent going to plus here? They have to ult. You can play Tana because colorless if you do not hit green. Yeah, but then my packs become significantly worse. And then I have a 6-mana artifact in play that can get K commanded. Like, I think that actually stopping the Oko is the significantly higher EV play. And it's paying off right now, you can see it. So they're going to need to double ball the Titan. And now it's the zombie army versus my opponent's Soko. I wonder if I should just, like, copy the Bujuki Bog and, like, get the field going next turn. I wonder if that would have been a better line. Why didn't they use this? Weird. Nice. So Bog, your stuff. They both one of my zombies, sure. Two. So now I have a lethal threat. Do I sacrifice a zombie to attack for 4? No, it's going to be more valuable next turn. Unless they have Maelstrom Pulse. Oh, actually, that's something else too. Like the fact that Oko could have plussed on the lattice and rendered it useless. Opponent concedes. So yeah, just that line just overall did not work. Like it was basically a forced play to go get the Python needle there, because like everything else is just um yeah, it's just not a good line, because like anything gets blanked by Oko because that card is just stupid. Anything to change? My opponent kept a bunch of bolts, at least two, which I saw, and I didn't see fatal pushes. I think we just do the same. We wouldn't have killed the Oko because we knew that they had one more land in hand. Um, yeah. This is a hand I need to keep, but it's not very good because we can get very easily just like cheesed out by Fulminator Mage. We can play around it to an extent, but it's not easy to do. Like it's potentially not even worth doing. Bye bye Azusa, which was the best card in our hand. Say what? I assume they have another answer for this? Nice. Yeah, that's the problem. Should have taken the Azusa. Suba the green source. No, and pass the turn. Turn 3 Yoko? No. Okay. We guarantee full value, obviously. And I actually don't think I want to reset the Field of the Dead for now. So I think I'm just gonna reset the Gemstone Mine. Fatal Push. That's cool. Because this gives me a red source that I don't need to work for, basically. And at this point, like we have enough lands to Titan anyway. Opponent only one card left in hand. Terrible draw, by the way. And I think I'm gonna play this out and just hold this in my hand for K command. Take 4 here, that's fine. It's not a good draw. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, we're not blocking, so might as well attack. Double strike. We're obviously not winning the race, but for now I don't think I want to block. Like, I'm still at a very healthy life total. That's a goose. Okay, so we're not racing anymore because this makes it impossible to race, basically. But this makes it impossible to lose now. Okay, sweet. So we're gonna do Tulare West and Borders Garrison. And I don't want to transmute yet. Again, still playing around K command here. Opponent doesn't trophy, which basically means they don't have trophy, so that's good. Is it Chandra? Bloodbraid. See? You see why you do this? You see why you do this? Gotta do the thing. Asusa, make me discard. Take my forest. Alright, them not attacking there gives me a lot of information. I'm gonna serve. Field of the Dead. Would Jukavog here? Do we have enough mana? 1, 2, 3 to transmute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have enough. So Field of the Dead plus Bog. Nah, I don't think I want Bog. Field of the Dead plus just a bounce land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, just conceits. Crazy how John's answer to survival is just, well, this matchup is just like, like the deck just John is not very good. So what do we do? Well, just jam Oko in there. All right, sounds good. Great answer. Great way to fix the deck. Insane how many wins Field of the Dead each brings. Yeah, I mean, we're just getting paired against the matchups where Field of the Dead is at its best. Modern has kind of become pretty grindy lately. I actually like this hand. I'm gonna keep, and I think I'm gonna bottom the Tulare West. Done. So we're going to once upon first. Get more info. So we're gonna get a basic forest. Huh. I think we're gonna get it actually. We're on the play, so we're just going for the turn 3 slow Titan. Hey, how you doing, Phil? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody from Phil's stream. We're playing some modern here. And we're playing some AmuLIT because AmuLIT is awesome. It's currently the second league today. And yeah, we're trying out a card list, which you can find here. You can also see the list on the Cardboard Live extension. And yeah, we stream a lot of Modern in this channel. My name is Francisco, for those of you that don't know me. Stream a lot of Modern and every now and then Legacy. I am a very, very advocate Maverick player, so you can imagine how good I'm feeling right now with Renin 6 being banned. Fuck that card. I don't miss it a bit. I actually streamed Maverick, last week. Streamed Maverick last week. Yeah, this game is looking very good for us. Right now we're playing against actual Jund, the one that is pretty much unplayable right now. And unless my opponent finds a discard spell right now, we're gonna get him real good. Very happy to play Bob and Thalia. I know, right? Like those are just sweet cards. Like Thalia, I miss Thalia so much. I missed Mom, right? Like come on, like Mom was staple of the format for decades. Making Mom unplayable is just disrespectful, you know? Okay, so they minus, which it doesn't matter. Like Azusa did its job already here, so we're just going to probably win pretty easily from here. And we have a Stirrings in hand, so I'm gonna make we're gonna get a Tolerary West and a Field of I guess my opponent has inactive Ghost Quarter, so I don't want to expose the field yet. So that makes me change my plan actually. We're gonna get another Simic Growth Chamber and we're gonna bounce Tolerary West. The reason I'm not getting Field of Death is I couldn't get any triggers from them yet, because I would have only had a maximum of 6 lands in play with different names, so we wouldn't have enough to trigger Field. So we can't pay for this Pact, and this is like the only turn where this Pact might matter, so I guess this is what we pitch. Alternatively, we could just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we could just pitch this Cavern, which isn't really doing anything. Nah, I'm gonna pitch the Pact. Like the Ghost Quarter makes it hard to pay for it. It's like it's all sorts of nonsense. Second Liliana, yeah. And this was kind of like my opponent's only chance here. Also, why did they leave this instead of leaving in? Like they took damage. Huh. They took 1 damage they didn't need to take, and that's a very interesting play. And they didn't hold up Scoo's activation? Huh. Another T-West is nice here. So we're going to transmute, get another Summoner's Pact, play out the Thicket, and we're gonna pitch this Cavern of Souls to the Liliana. The Jund matchup is usually just a crazy grind fest. Very interesting. Blood Braid. Ah, that's brutal. Oh, that is the perfect they could have found there. So if I pact and I get a Titan, I pay for pact, then I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't cast Titan. But if I let them discard it, then I can Titan, because I can transmute this. It's gonna cost me my Gemstone Mine. I think I risk it, right? Like I'm still not taking lethal anyway. So blanking this Inquisition seems actually quite high EV here. Karn's been fine. We 4-1 the first league. We're 1-0 right now. And now if we draw any untapped source, we win. That's an AmuLIT. I guess this is what we're pitching to Liliana. They didn't have an Inquisition last turn. So there's only 3 Inquisitions remaining. Which would be the only thing that punishes me for not playing this out. Yeah, I think I just passed the turn. Another Bloodbraid into a Thoughtseize. Fatal Push, nice. All right, so I think we're gonna be able to stabilize. We're gonna take 8 here, down to 3. Sorry. Actually, they're tapped out. Can I kill them? I play AmuLIT, play Titan, haste. Yeah, so I'm gonna pitch the T-West because they cannot discard this Titan nor this AmuLIT because they're gonna discard something to Liliana. They're gonna have only 1 card left. And if they attack with everything, I just kill them. So I think now, because of like what my opponent did, now I'm gonna adjust my play accordingly. Interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So because of this, again, I'm adjusting my play. I'm going to haste my Titan, and I cannot attack for lethal. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to haste the Titan here. We didn't pack for this Titan, so we're fine. So we're gonna bounce this. Gonna move to combat. Going to attack Liliana. Yes. Gonna get Field of the Dead and Kabita Crossroads. We're gonna get some zombies. Now we're gonna go this zombie route. Then I'm gonna play Vesuva copying Field of the Dead. Get 2 more zombies. And basically lock up the game. That's such a tight play from my opponent that it's almost a little bit sketchy. Maybe my opponent is on a very, very high level, but I would not be surprised if I were getting Ghost right now. Because that's an extremely tight play. Like, literally the only way that my opponent's play was correct is if my remaining hands are exactly Primeval Titan and AmuLIT. And my opponent did only know about the Primeval Titan. They did not know about the AmuLIT. So it is a little bit of a sketcher. Yeah, exactly. Because it puts me in bold range, which is huge, right? So that is what makes the play even more sketchy. Yeah, so they do that and they die. Right? Okay. And now they do this now, which is it's just wrong because it gives me free zombies now. Weird. Okay, so only way I lose here is probably Lightning Bolt off the top. So I have one Tulare West left. Can I play around Lightning Bolt? I pay 3 to transmute. 1, 2, 3. Why am I even doing the math? Like, my opponent just attacked, so I just swing for lethal. Yes. Sun Home. And this. Double strike. Yeah, I'm like doing the math to see if I can play Lion Bolt, and I'm like, oh yeah, just kill them. That sounds better. All right. This, and this. We found the line. We found the line. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's funny. Hard line to find, by the way. I think that we could have played around Bolt as well. We transmute for Titan. We find Bounce Land, Bounce, Crossroads, and Vesuva. Play. Oh no, we can't. Actually, we can only play one land. Yeah, I guess that we couldn't have played around Bolt. Yeah, I guess we keep this. Hopefully, you don't have Inquisition on one. Sweet, sweet. Interesting. I think I'm going to get the Thicket here. Thicket allows me to play around Fulminator very effectively, which is nice. It's a Goif. Steerings. Only option. No, because we didn't have enough lands to play to use Azusa, unfortunately. All right, so unless my opponent has exactly this member, this Azusa is going to give me full value, which is great. We naturally drew a Titan. That's excellent. That is just so freaking good. I'm considering using Vesuva to copy my opponent's Overgrown Tomb here. Or just playing double bounce land. I think I'm just gonna copy the Overgrown Tomb. Yeah, it's fine. I could also copy the Peat land, but I don't want to take damage. Getting randomly cheesed out seems like the only way that I lose this game. Another line would have been to play like two bounce lands, so I can find 2 untap sources, but that still does not play around something like Dapping Sphere anyway, so not really worth doing. And this actually makes Field of the Dead live, which is nice. Point attacks, I will not block. Gotta use a card to kill this one. I'm a little bit mind blown right now. What is my opponent's hand? Like, what the hell? Field of the Dead. Teleria West? Like, what are they gonna do? Like, trophy the field? Yeah, that's whatever. Like, I have so much mana. I don't even need to pay for my pact. They're gonna cycle. Oh yeah, this game is done now. Compact for Raminep. Sounds pretty good. So basically, for those coming from Phil's stream, Summoner's Pact is effectively Green Sun Zenith. So we're playing Maverick in Modern. We're gonna pact for Raminep Excavator. I'm gonna get back our Field of the Dead. We're gonna make my opponent's life very sad. It's gonna be great. Zumba Zumba. Unfortunately, I think it's just gonna be better. I'm not gonna have that fun because I think it's just strictly better for me to do Pact for Titan. Because my opponent has no answer, so we get a very clean attack here. It's unfortunate when the sweet play is not the correct play. I hate it when that happens. Truly hate it when that happens. Yeah, I don't have enough blockers for Lattice, so Lattice is not really a profitable line. Swing here. Let's get these, and I guess what I could have done is I could have Karned for Wurmcoil. That is definitely an available line to me. But I think this is better. Land drop, land drop, and sure, I'm gonna make one more land drop. Very easily pay for Pact under a Damping Sphere. I have like infinite mana at this point. Chilling at 21. 2 Torre Wests in hand. I'm pretty comfortable with my position right here. Pretty comfortable with my situation right now. The turn 6 Raging Ravine, not as good. I think I can just chump one of these. No, because that makes Liliana out. I'm just gonna take 8. We are done so here. So 4 to Karn. Once, yeah, we can Karn for Wurmcoil and haste it and swing. 4, 5, 6. That's a worm. White, red. That's a hasty worm now. Can you beat this one? So they're probably going to answer, or not. Still lose to Blood Moon. No, I don't think we're playing around Blood Moon here. Oh no. Now I have 2 worms instead. So we bog and Simic. And at this point, I think I bog myself, and next turn I just con for Worm Coil again. Yep. It exiles, so now the Raminap line is no longer live, which is fine. Like, we're not in the Raminap line anymore. And if they, like, jump attack to kill the Karn, then another Titan kills them next turn, which I have 2 of in my hand. Unless they have Surgical here. They don't have Surgical. Alright, yeah, so this should be game. Ashiok, I guess, is their out. You can bog both players? Yeah, but I don't want to really. I guess it's better to bog than to gain the life. Yeah, I was trying to like gain some life and stuff, but I think that you're correct. Like, bogging both players would have been better than gaining the life. It just makes the waves irrelevant. Yeah, they bolt the Karn. First league score 4-1. Same list, yeah. My opponent's fighting over there. Respect. Respect. It's not gonna matter, but I appreciate them fighting. Sorry, my wife's texting me. I really don't understand why my opponent hasn't conceded yet. Oh! We can do the Raminap thing now? I find that kind of hilarious. Is that the correct play, though? It probably isn't. This one does look fine, though. You got blockers? No, you don't. Yep, there we go. Back-to-back John matchups. Interesting. I haven't seen John in a while before today. Trying to learn as much from you as possible. I have a big bag on the 7th, and I don't know if I should play card or not. I mean, I don't know either. That's why I'm testing this list today. Because, like, lately the card lists have been doing very, very well. This is a turn 4 Titan. With redundancy on both fronts. I guess I'm gonna keep. Like, this hand is too robust to ship. Better than no nonsense? I don't know. I literally played one league, so I don't know yet. That's burn. That's unfortunate. That's one of the decks against which this hand is probably not going to be good enough. Crossroads off the top. Kavita Crossroads off the top. Come on. That's not a crossroads. Well, there goes. They also have a turn one creature draw. Yeah, I don't think we're very likely to win this one. Ugh. Double creature draw? Yeah, we're not likely at all to win this one. Ancient Stirrings? Yeah, that's no bueno. Yeah, we're probably just dead. I don't think we're going to be able to outrace this. Unless my opponent's hand is... They will need to have like 3 more lands in hand or something. If they have like 3 more lands in hand, then we might be able to win. But barring that, we're probably just dead. What to discard? Probably the Scout. The other cards might do something later. Ugh, yeah, we're dead. Ugh. Just have nothing. Just have a Searing Blaze in hand and nothing else. And don't have another land. Just like 2 Searing Blazes. That's like the opposite. Yeah, EE off the top is the only out, and we didn't hit it. Yeah, we're dead. All right, I kept a risky hand on the draw, and was punished accordingly. The good thing is that, whoops, post Cyborg, this matchup becomes significantly better, which is nice. Yep. Perfect. Being able to take the Carnsal, being able to add the Bailoff. Now we have access to Path to Exile. Multiple things become better post-board. Second, EE stays out. Yeah, I think that 1 is just fine. Like we are playing 3 Path and 1 Reclamation Sage. Like that's enough removal. Huh. Very interesting hand. I think I'm gonna keep it. And I'm gonna Thicket, play Explosives on 1. Blue Pact doesn't come out. Sid Valor, nope. Blue Pact is extremely important in this matchup because of Deflecting Palm. Blue Pact is actually super important. So now my opponent cannot really play anything into these explosives. So maybe they will sandbag things, which is fine. Like all I need is to buy time. Lava Spike, maybe? Goblin Guide. Okay, so my opponent decides to play into it. That's fine. Nice. Give me my value. All right, so we're gonna play the land that they know of. We're gonna pass the turn. If I hadn't had another access to another green source, I would have, of course, played any other land, because I want to make sure that I have green after on turn 3. So my second land can be a forest and then something else. Obstinate Baloth. Great thing to reveal right there. Actually, I think that this is fine, right? Just take 2. Yes, they can smash the smithereens me here. That's fine. It's delaying my opponent from developing. Like, the fact that my opponent decided to just basically sacrifice a Goblin Guide makes me think that it's pretty likely for them to have more 1-drops in hand. So if I continue blanking these 1-drops... this time around, though... Searing Blaze. Yeah, that's fine. This coming turn, though, I'm not going to take the 2 damage, because if my opponent wants to deploy more 1-drops, I'm actually happy about that, because that means that they're not going to be able to hold up Skullcrack for this Baloth. So I'm definitely cracking now. And I'm not taking this damage. I would have sacked the player around Smash. Yeah, but if they smash, then that's one less card that I need to play around. You see, now my opponent cannot really play their spells because of the threat of Obstinate Baloth. And I don't need to play the Baloth into my opponent's basically hand up Skullcrack. Face up Skullcrack, I guess. We might get punished, though. Like, the fact that my opponent was able to answer the yes to the side is kind of a pain. This coming turn, I'm going to be able to play Simic and be able to... Yeah, as I said, my opponent had multiple 1-drops in hand, so like my line actually stopped this Swift Spear for dealing a bunch of damage. Now I'm going to be able to play my Veilot, my opponent cannot hold up Skullcrack. Yeah, my opponent was like stuck on mana all this time, basically. And now I actually have... I'm going to start triggering Field of the Dead here. It's kind of awkward that I think I'm going to need to play a non-bounce land here. If I draw Pact of Negation, I'm going to get punished, obviously, but I think it's very important for me to trigger Field. And if my opponent paths the Baloth, and I play the Simic Chamber, then that means that I'm not going to be able to trigger Field, right? I guess I could have bounced my Forest. Yeah, never mind. So maybe that was a mistake. I should have played my Simic Chamber and bounced my basic Forest. So if my opponent paths Baloth, then I can find that. So that was actually a mistake. Now that I think of it a little bit further. All right. This is getting kind of rough, honestly. Like, that's a lot of turns of not drawing anything. We haven't even drawn a Tolaria West. Haven't even been able to find the Tolaria West. That's pretty unfortunate, honestly. With my opponent at 22, I just don't think I'm going to be able to... I just don't think I'm going to be able to just race them. Like, if they have a bunch of 3 damage spells, they kind of got me. Just block 1 of everything. Slowly gonna start grinding through this these zombies. So they're gonna blaze the Baloth. That trades with one of the Swift Spears. Is it worth it to double block 1? I mean, it deals me damage. I could have like go squatter myself and double block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I couldn't have. I could do that this turn. Oh, come on. Wow. Well, at least this can copy Field of Dead. This is kind of brutal, though. We just can't find the Titan. My opponent is basically drawing nothing but gas. Like their hand is, we know for a fact that their hand is 2 spells. And we just cannot punish them because we're just drawing nothing. Every time I watch we lose to burn, I'm just very unlucky, you know? I think T-West was the best land, but this is a close second. Probably. I mean, Crossroads would have been a close second, I think, because Crossroads like just buys me more time. Yeah, we can't transmute yet. We're gonna do the same thing, and I need to block 1 on each because I die to double burn spell otherwise, so I can't champ anymore. Yeah, I mean, if we draw a Titan, at any point, if we had drawn a Titan, we would have won easily. It's just a matter that we haven't. But it's turn 8. It's gonna be turn 8, and we haven't seen a Titan yet. That is like, that's the issue. Skewer the critics. All right, give it to me. Ugh. The toughest of beats. And we kind of know that my opponent has a Skullcrack in hand, right? Like, we didn't. If I had seen the Cavalry Corso there, I would have picked that over this. But like, it is what it is. I can get more zombies, yeah, but like, I know that I can go squatter myself now. This is the first turn that I would have been able to do it and still get the zombies, unless I go squatter one of my lands, one of my um, lands that I have two names of, which is Field of the Dead, basically. This is the first time because we're losing one land here and we're losing one land here, right? So now I can actually go squatter my basic forest. No attacks. One, two, three to transmute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have mana to transmute Titan, so we can afford 2 steerings here. I actually would rather this stay in my deck. Like that's come on. God damn it. All right. So my out is my opponent's hand is like multiple smashes to smithereens and like stuff like that. Prime time. Cast prime time. I'm gonna get Tulare West plus Kabita Crossroads. Honestly, the amount of whiffing that happened in this game is pretty alarming. It's been pretty ridiculous. All right. Hold. Yeah, Deflecting Palm, Smash to Smithereen, Path to Exile. Those are the cards that I expect my opponent to have in hand right now. And I assume those are the cards that they had, because they just conceded. Yeah, it wasn't Skullcrack, that we know of. Yeah. Now, if my opponent, instead of like whatever they had in hand, Path to Exile, Deflecting Palm, Smash to Smithereens, is if instead of any of those cards, they would have had any burn spell, which they probably sideboarded out, including Eidolon. Eidolon would have killed me because I needed to cast the Summoner's Pact. I also needed to cast the Once Upon a Time. Eidolon would have also killed me. If my opponent had any of those cards, they would have won the game easily. But instead, they over sideboarded and then they died because they had like cards that didn't do anything instead of having cards that would kill me. So that is a very common thing that I see from burn players, and I continuously tell burn players that I meet, just like, you don't do it because don't do it because you're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, this is probably too slow. We don't have any interaction. This is still bad, but better. But I'm gonna yeah, I think we got that 5. All right, this is a fine hand. All right, we keep so, but this and this, and all we need to do is draw lands. Would it be correct to straight up not sideboard? It would be better to straight up not sideboard than it is to over sideboard. Land. Playing 28 of them. And of course, none of them is on the top of my deck. Patience. Deep breaths. Hold it together. Land. All right. Now we can pass this guy. People are way too scared of Titans killing them. I've had so many games where people ask me, am I dead yet? And I have like 4 mana and no AmuLIT. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not because of lack of content out there. It's not because of lack of content that people miss sideboard against AmuLIT. And I feel like I say this every single time that I play against Burn. So it's not like I'm not educating the masses. Just Burn players need to watch my stream. That's the only thing. That's basically what it comes down to. So we're gonna play Sousa, and then I'm gonna play a Tribe Scout. And this seems kind of worth it to me because it's another blocker in case the Azusa dies. And like they can't really Searing Blaze it unless they draw land. I guess if they draw land, then they can Searing Blaze most things, which is bad. But yeah, this is just us getting unlucky and not drawing lands in our 28 land deck, which happens sometimes. And this feels like it's the way that I lose to Burn the most often off stream. I just, for whatever reason, just get super unlucky with my draws against specifically Burn. I don't know why that is. This was a multi 5 to be fair though, which with my opponent keeping 7. Like if I were to draw an AmuLIT here, I would not play it out, for example. Helix Face. Yeah, we're probably just dead here. So the Spact instead just get Steve. Yeah. Sunbake Canyon is like the best possible draw for them because now they have Serum Blaze, which they can get 3 damage from, and they can even redraw. Yeah, that's just like this Sunbake Canyon is just like the nuts for them. That's probably like their best draw right there, honestly. Yeah, so now we need to pact for Baloth, and it's going to cost us 1 land, which is pretty brutal, honestly. We're already super short on lands, and now it's going to cost us even 1 more land. Yeah, I guess at 1 point of damage is not worth it. Okay, now what? So land dice. We don't attack, deflecting palm, obviously. Another canyon. Swift Spear. Gonna get Swifty. Bounce land, please. Please. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. Nick, thank you so much. Oh, Nick, thank you so much. Again, my burn opponent is gonna die with 3 cards on their hand unless they kill me right now. Yes, I'm gonna block both of your creatures. Not playing this guy out. Again, my opponent has 2 cards in hand and they're not doing anything, so assuming that my opponent has multiple cards that don't do anything in their hand. So we're going to get Crossroads and Semi-Growth Chamber here. Semi-Growth Chamber because now my pact is live. Crossroads, obviously, because it gains me 2 life. And now we have instant speed gain life available to us. Still not attacking. But now we are out of burn range. And my opponent, twice in a row, lost a game that they should have easily won if they had sideboarded without having uncastable cards in their hand. On a move to 5, that is. Yep. If this had been a lightning bolt, we would have lost. We had to one step into our lands even, so if that had been an Eidolon, we would have lost it anyways. We're going to have to pack for our next Titan, so if that had been an Eidolon still, we would have been dead. They can still have double Amulet Charm Bolt, but I have a Pact of Negation in my hand, so like it's fine. We're still okay. We're still okay. Block there, block there. I'm gonna see what they do. We Crossroads. They're probably Skullcrack here. They don't. Okay. So this is 6. Again, there's no need for me to play this Amulet into my opponent's potential smash to smithereens, so I'm not going to. We can't really lose by playing it slow. So I'm definitely interested in playing it slow. I still don't want to attack. One, two, three, four. Yes. Now the Titan is going to get in there. So we have Pact of Negation back up. We're going to get Vesuva and the Bounce Land. Now we go up to 13. Opponent D-palms. We packed it. You see? It's way too easy to get got by these cards if you don't think about all the stuff that I talked about. I think this match was a perfect representation of how the burn matchup plays out and why I sideboarded and why I played the way that I did. Look, we won on turn 9 on a multi 5. It's much more interesting than it looks at first sight, you know? There's way more things happening, way more stuff going on. And it's way too easy to lose games that you could have very easily won. Like we spent like what was it like 5 turns with a Bailoff in play without attacking? we could have been clocking my opponent, but like we would have made my opponent's deflecting palm live for no reason at all. So opponent didn't flood. Opponent had dead cards in their hand because they sideboarded cards that didn't kill me, and they took out cards that would have killed me instead. We're definitely shipping this. Unfortunately, we're definitely keeping this. Fortunately, we're gonna bottom the bog. If we draw a Titan, we're gonna be the greats. Vomit. Vomit. Do we have any bad matchups? I mean, you're seeing it right now. Yes, we do. So this turn, my opponent cannot deal me any more than 2 Infect, so I'm just gonna take it. This is out of the somewhat tier decks. Infect is by far AmuLIT's worst matchup. Current build thinks God best AmuLIT ever. You say that, Dino, but today we just beat Shadow twice. Where were you? I missed you today. Might of Volcrosa, okay. Does my opponent not know that I can block? Or they want to entice me to block? Like I was just blocking anyway. I'll take it. I mean, the only bad thing is that these tell me that they have lethal next turn again, and we just drew another blank, so we're just gonna die anyway. But yeah. Time to queue and see the tumor play. Dito, you weren't here yesterday, man. I 5-0'd with Shadow. Yep, so my opponent just had it. Yeah, if we had found a Titan or something, even Tulare West, it would have been fine. It would have forced me to explosives on 1, but I would have been able to survive. Right? 1, 2, yeah. It would we would have been able to survive. It would have forced me into playing explosives for 1 and blowing it up. But it would have given us more time. All right. Paths, explosives, sage, cavern. These guys out. Bog out, field out. Why changing this tier 5 deck? Shut up, Dito. Just shut up, dude. Let's do this. Oh, force. We want force, actually. Something like this. The white source is more important than like the potential bog or the irrelevant zombies. Okay, we're gonna keep this. I wish we had access to some kind of interaction, but like turn 1 scout into a pseudo bounce land. Like if we only need a single bounce land, then we're gonna have access to Titan mana. So I'm definitely keeping. I never betrayed Shadow even in the Mardu era. Were you in the Mardu Shadow player? That takes some stomach, huh? So let's steerings first. Try to find a bounce. Sick. We kind of need that. And then we're going to activate this, play this out, replay this. Explosives would have been delightful there. Um, Pass the turn. Mardu Pyro sucks. Oh yeah, Mardu Pyro sucks. But I thought you meant Mardu Shadow. Yeah, they might have the thing that makes this unblockable. In which case we're probably just dead. But there's nothing that we can really do about it anyway. So, yep, there we go. So we're just dead. It didn't matter what we do. Are we dead yet? Are we dead yet? Yes, we are. All right. Okay. Well, that's the Infect matchup for you. We were doing pretty well, and then we faced Infect, and it was all sad. All sadness. Infect. I know. Like in this league, we played John twice, we played Shadow twice, we played Blue White, and my opponent is playing Infect. What a hero! On the plus side, it means we're going to win our next match in like 4-1. Hopefully. So far, we're 80%. If we win the next one, we're going to be 80% total on the day, which is, I mean, what else can anybody ever ask for, right? That 80% win rate? That's just like the best thing that it can ever be. It's going to be Dredge or something. That would be sweet. Like, I played so many hard matchups today. We played against Storm, Infect. We played against Shadow twice. We played against some good matchups. We faced Jund twice, and we faced the blue white Stoneblade deck. So it wasn't all terrible. Huh? Yeah, I do like to leave dangerously. I'm gonna keep this hand. Bounce land. Womp 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 womp. We can still find the bounce land. We would be in a mighty spot if we found the bounce land. Not anymore. Brutal. Just brutal. These like scape shifts or something? What am I playing against? Naya? Wild neck cattle. Wild neck cattle times 2. Wow. Wow. We're totally gonna die to wild neck cattle. This is like the saddest thing ever. We're totally gonna die to wild neck cattle. Can I please have a bounce land? Pretty please? Please tell me my opponent's playing Night of the Reliquary. Please. No. Renegades for Sure, opponent. I mean, these are all legal cards in the modern format, right? Bounce land for the win. 369 plus 4. I mean, that's still not enough. Oh, that one is enough probably. Is it? Yeah, that's exactly enough. That's exactly 14. We're not getting there anyway. Wow. Crazy. Actually, we're gonna leave this one here. They might have goyfs. That's fine. And I don't want to bring in the Force of Vigor until we see something like Damp Sphere, or I guess Bloodwind is the only thing I care. Even if my opponent has Stamping Sphere, I don't think I would care about that. I've learned my lesson. I'm going to ship this one. We're going to keep this one, though. I'm going to bottom this. Oh, there was a gemstone mine in there. I should have gotten the gemstone mine. My bad. My bad. Now if we find the Tulare, we're not going to be able to transmute it. I should have taken the gemstone mine 100% though. Am I getting bolted again? Probably. Smells like it. That smells like a bolt. Or are they considered pathing my scout? Oh, that was like the sure, whatever. Whatever. Sure, I guess I'm gonna play out the AmuLIT. We need many things to go our way now. Plated Geopede. This is a throwback. Goddamn. Oh, Knight of the Reliquary. That's a good reason to keep the Bajuga Bog in there. I think I take this 5 here because I can't really beat a Knight. Opponent, please. Opponent, please. Bailout would be a solid pickup here. Steplings. Nice. They have Path to Exile. Good to know. Just another piece of blank cardboard. Just a blank piece of cardboard. Now I'm gonna have to kill this guy. It takes 7 here and to 8. Oh, that triggers again. Never mind. That's up to 6. Damp sphere. Yeah, sure. Whatever. I just jokes on you, opponent. We're drawing blanks anyway. Ha ha. Ha ha. Yeah, that's lethal. All right. That's a really sad way to go. That's a really sad way to go. Feels really bad. Destroying nothing for 2 games in a row. Ban Nakatl. Oh yeah, Nakatl too strong. Also, my opponent had the ugly art Nakatl. So sad. Still, like the list was fine. Still, the list was good. Like this is the problem with testing in Magic Online as opposed to like testing for testing in paper for an event like a GP or something. Like the metagame for the GP, like this list seems like absolutely nuts for a GP metagame, right? Like Ursa rises to the top, so if you are able to basically uh, beat like the meme decks, like the one that we just played, if you're able to beat like the couple of the rounds 1 through 5 decks, like the Naya Landfall decks or the the Infect decks, I guess the Infect you can actually see later on, but like the not so good decks, if you're able to beat those early in the rounds, then you're gonna be able to kind of like prey on the Ursa decks. Like that was the theory. Unfortunately, in Magic Online, it doesn't work that way. Like people just play what they have, and you're gonna just face whatever at any points in the league. So we didn't face the Ursa decks even a single time today, which is kind of what my deck was geared towards beating. But it still feels like it can compete with the not so good matchups, right? Like we beat Burn, even though this list is definitely worse against Burn than the other list. We beat Shadow twice. Again, a matchup where Karn is not very good because of Stubborn Denial. So we can still definitely brawl with the best of them, while at the same time we're kind of targeting a very specific metagame like the one from this past GP. That was the idea behind this list. I am not particularly sure that it's better than the no nonsense list that I've been playing. It's quite possible that it isn't in an open field, and it's very unfortunate that I was not able to actually do what I wanted to do, which was like actually play against the Ursa matchup and see how that feels, because that was the main reason for putting this list together. Do you keep Karn against Shadow in games 2? Not really. The matchup against Shadow decks usually gets decided way before the point where Karn is relevant. So against Grixis Shadow, you just straight up take it out. Against for Color Shadow, they're still playing Stubborn Denial, so you probably want to take your Karns out. And against John Shadow, you can consider keeping it in. However, you will more often the way you sideboard against Shadow is you bring this stuff, Chameleon Colossus, this and this. So you bring this stuff in, and this against the blue variants. You bring this stuff in, and you would much rather just draw any of these cards than a card that you need to resolve, that gives one turn for your opponent to like attack you and kill you, or like attack the card if that's something that they deem that is worth it. You do get your value, but usually the matchup is more about value when you're playing against John, like actual John, and like decks like that, rather than against Shadow. The matchup against Shadow is more like, does your opponent have interaction for what you're trying to do, and if you're able to enact your game plan, you're probably going to win. But definitely the Shadow player is very good at stopping you from doing the thing that you want to do. Would you play the Reclaimable list on events? Probably not on like a GP level event. I might try it for like a mid-level event, because it sounds fun. So what I'm saying is like an IQ or something like that. But even something like a PTQ, I would probably just try to, if I'm like, if I really want to win, then I would probably just play like the list that I've been presenting for a while, which is this. I would probably just play something like this. This is the list that has felt the best to me. Only thing I'm not sure about is this. But yeah, we'll talk about this next time. Anyway, so that's gonna be it for me today. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for checking out the stream. If you want to see the previous league that I played with Karn, you're gonna be able to find the link down in the description of this video. And make sure you click on that like and subscribe buttons. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.